I've got a lot of gameplay to show. I got a lot to discuss. Starting off the video, look at me going to work. His number is number 0. He shouldn't even be in the game. Got by him real easy. Got that Lob City music playing because we're about to get back-to-back alley-oops. Who am I ooping it to? It's gonna be Eric Gordon. Showing some love to Eric Gordon. He reversed it on that one. Wow, he's getting fancy. Here's the next alley-oop. Why not have the Lob City music playing? Who am I gonna oop this time? Number 27 to number 23. Anthony Davis. This is a very special video. I got 6 games in one video. 15 minutes, gameplay from 6 games. I'm gonna be catching you up to where I am, and I'm also gonna be giving you some tips. I got a lot of stuff coming, so let me get right into it. Let me talk about the signature skills. I won't forget about the gameplay though. I mean, look at this right here, getting the assist. I could have taken it myself, but I'm really getting my teammates going, and that's a part of my signature skill strategy as well. Look at this play. I split the pick and roll, take it up strong. All right, let me get into the signature skills. So far, I've purchased 6 or 7 signature skills. You can only have 5 equipped at a time, but I purchased 6 or 7. I have ankle breaker, floor general, defensive anchor, finisher, dimer, pickpocket, and closer. Dimer is actually a really good signature skill, and it's because of one of the abilities you get, which is no pass error on your passes. There's going to be a play later on where I'm going to demonstrate a pass error. I get double teamed and I pass it to Anthony Davis, and he kind of fumbles my pass for a couple of seconds, and that gives the defense enough time to get back into the play because he was wide open. But ever since I equipped, and look at that no-look pass, that might be in a montage, you never know. But ever since I equipped Dimer, I never see my teammates mishandle my passes. They never do that. And so that alone is worth that signature skill. And then obviously also you give them a boost in their shooting percentages by up to 10 if you have level 3. So Dimer, that's something that I'm always going to be using now because I love that there's no pass error. Floor general is actually really good as well because what you do is you boost everyone on your team. All 4 other players on the court with you, you give them a +2, +3, or +4 in all of their offensive abilities, depending on what level of that signature skill you have. So let's say one of your teammates has a 76 layup. If you have floor general, now they have an 80 layup. Okay, if one of your teammates has an 86-3, now they have a 93. You see how that works? It does it to all their offensive abilities. And when you're playing this game on Hall of Fame, whatever you can do to make your teammates better, that's what I want to do. That's what I want equipped. So I'm using floor general. Defensive anchor is the same thing, but it's on the defensive side. You give a boost to all the defensive abilities of your teammates, all the defensive attributes. So that's another one that I'm rolling with now. The other 2 that I have equipped are ankle breaker and finisher. And those are 2 signature skills that are for me to make me play better. And really, I wish I could use some more like shot creator, and I wish I could use more to help me out, but I'm really concerned with my teammates. If you're playing on higher difficulties, you'll notice that the other team plays so well and your teammates don't play well. So if you use floor general and defensive anchor, you basically give them a boost to compete with the CPU on the other team. So that's why I'm doing that. That's my strategy. And after this game, I had to work on my pass. You see my pass is getting picked off. So pickpocket and closer, I don't have them equipped currently going forward. And it's mainly because I don't need them right now. Maybe later in the future, maybe in the playoffs. Like closer. Closer is great, but for 3 quarters, you only have 4 signature skills. So I would rather have 5 signature skills because Eric Gordon already has the closer for our team. So maybe in the playoffs, if we're playing a tough team or something, then maybe I'll go ahead and switch back to closer. And look at how I shaded. I used the defensive shading to get that steal because then it put me right there. So when I reached, it was a steal. So if you see some signature skills that you like, you should probably just buy them, because when you get in the playoffs and you're playing against different teams in different matchups, you might want to switch up your signature skills depending on who it is. There's one signature skill that I really want. It's Lockdown Defender, and it basically neutralizes all the signature skills of the player that you're defending. But the problem is that it costs 7,500 VC. So maybe at the end of the season I'll get that, because that's a lot. All the other ones only cost 1,000 for level 1. That shot after the pick and roll looked like something that Steve Nash would do, weaving left and right. But Lockdown Defender, that's going to be one that you got to have for the playoffs, because let's say I go up against somebody like Derrick Rose. I'm not even sure what his signature skills are, but he's probably got ankle breaker, he's probably got shot creator, he's probably got a whole bunch of stuff like that. So if I have Lockdown Defender and I'm defending him, I'll be able to stop all that nonsense. I'll be able to neutralize it. And oh, you ain't J Smoove, baby. Anthony Davis is just not throwing down lobs. In some games he does layups. He ain't J Smoove, baby. But it's all good because Eric Gordon has my back here in the fourth quarter. He's got that closer signature skill, so you know I'm going to him every time down. Look at that. I give it to him on the break. He pulls up, nothing but net. And this sequence right here, this is why it's so perfect to play for the Hornets as a point guard. Look at that pass. Look at that play. He's wide open. Getting the #1 draft pick. This feels great. My player this year is more fun than it's ever been. And it's only the first, this is only the first 6, 7, 8 games of the season, and I'm already having more fun with the mode than I did last year. And this is my first ankle break. Oh, I got him leaning. I got Holiday leaning. Holiday about to go on a holiday right there. And after the game, you see I have my first 2 signature skills.
All right, boys. Let's give these people what they came for. All right? These are our fans. This is our house. Let's get that W for these youngins.
If that doesn't get you hype, I mean, I'm hype after seeing something like that. I'm in my warm-up jersey giving a motivational speech. I'm still coming off the bench giving speeches. And oh, you ain't J Smoove, baby. Look at Anthony Davis doing a soft little layup. So as far as the signature skills go, the discussion's pretty much over now. I'm going to switch to another topic, but I do want to say that some signature skills are not worth it. Like the corner specialist, you don't need that. That's basically like a waste of a signature skill, because if you shoot a 3 in the corner, you're probably going to make it anyway. So I wouldn't recommend buying that. And obviously there's a lot more signature skills than what I discussed. But for a point guard and for me, that's what I'm going to be using. Now I want to talk about simulation game style versus default game style. Now, all these gameplays you're seeing are on default game style. I just played my first sim game style game, and it was against the Indiana Pacers. And it's coming up. I got a few more videos to make before I get to that point in the season, but you'll be able to see. But I just want to talk about the differences. First off, when you play on simulation, I think it's going to be easier to win games. And one of the reasons is because they lowered the 3-point slider. So when you play on default Hall of Fame and the CPU is wide open for a 3, or even if they're not wide open for a 3, if they shoot a 3, you're terrified. You're terrified because you know 9 times out of 10 that 3 is going to go in. But when I played it on simulation, and so far I've only played 1 game, so maybe I need to experiment. But Danny Granger was missing wide open 3s. And it wasn't just him. It seemed like everybody on the team was. And look at Anthony Davis missing another dunk. So when I get to the Pacers game, I'm going to make sure when I'm editing the video to show you all those misses from 3. And oh, look at, is that Kemba Walker? Oh, Remember that press conference when I said I was better, or not press conference, it was the pre-draft interview, and I said that I was better than Kemba Walker? Well, right there, I just showed why, because Kemba Walker, he can't walk anymore. He just hit he hit the floor. All right, let me get back to the simulation game style differences. The next difference is that the stamina, they changed the stamina. So you get tired in the first quarter, your teammates get tired. Anthony Davis in one of my games, there was 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and he was tired. And the other team gets tired too. So since players are tired, they're not able to score as easily. It makes it easier to win those games as well. I think it does.
Splash. 2K Sports Magazine, the latest issue, is now available. Smoove, the cover athlete, emerging as a star talent in the NBA.
All these open threes that you see me making, I'm making them with a 73 ball rating. It's really weird. I don't think I have to upgrade my 3-point because as long as I'm open, I've been making my threes. So probably the only time I'll upgrade it is when we get close to the 3-point competition, because I'm going to try to win the 3-point competition. So back to the simulation game style talk. Stamina is a huge factor. Everyone gets tired. And there's actually, if you're going to play on simulation, then you might want to consider getting the charge card signature skill. And actually, you see this replay right here, this vertical replay? This is the reason why I went with Nike shoes after my first 5 games. They asked you, do you want to go Jordan? Do you want to go Nike? I went with Nike because I want to get those vertical replays when I dunk the ball. And you can only get those kind of replays with the Nike shoes. So that's why I went Nike this year. And I'll be showing that in a future video. And I'm lobbing it up to Anthony Davis, and finally he slams it down again. So let me finish up the sim game style discussion. If you're going to play on sim game style, then you might want to consider using the charge card signature skill. And that's because one of the benefits is that you give your teammates plus 15 in stamina. Because on simulation, I don't know what it is, but your teammates are getting tired. Everybody's getting tired. But the main thing that I don't like about playing on simulation is that because of the stamina, I don't know, but you're just not as fast. So on fast breaks, I saw a lot of centers keeping up with me, and I don't want to be playing NBA 2K12 again where speed doesn't matter. So obviously I need to investigate. I need to play more games because I've only played 1 game on simulation so far. But if it's like that, if the speed is gonna be like 2K12, then there's no reason for me to play it on simulation game style. I'm just gonna stick to default. Now I don't know if you've been paying attention, but since that Rockets game, whenever I get the ball, the first few seconds, it shows an all-star icon under my name. And that's because my overall now is 88. And I'm gonna be showing my attributes when I get to that Pacers game. But it's actually really funny. The reason why my overall is so high now is because I upgraded my offensive and defensive awareness. Not too much, but I got it up to 85. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to get the level 2 for floor general and defensive anchor. And you can't unlock level 2s with some of these things until you have certain attributes. So as soon as I upgraded those things up to 85 to qualify for level 2, my overall skyrocketed. And when you see my attributes, you'll be like, how did that happen? Because my shot medium, my shot 3-point, my shot close, it's all the same. It's still 76, 70. Look at that dunk. The only thing I did was I upgraded a few things like my on-ball defense. I got that up to 80. I upgraded my steal to 70-something. My shooting and everything is still the same, but the offensive and defensive awareness, I guess I shouldn't have upgraded that. I don't know. But now I'm an 88. And I got Westbrook leaning. And actually, I'll talk more about ratings and how to boost your rating. And because this year in 2K13, there are so many ways for you to get your rating up high. With the VC points and even with certain things that you can do in the game mode. So I'll be showing that in my next few videos. But in this game, we pretty much lost big to the Oklahoma City Thunder. So I was just going to town. I was just getting montage clips. Look at that. Look at that sky hook after the crossover behind the back move. I'm probably going to start playing just the key games, because normally you want to play every game in your season so you can upgrade your attributes. But my attributes are already high enough now. So I'm probably just going to start playing key games, and this year I might complete 2, 3, 4 seasons. You never know.